Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, guys. So let's keep up with the euro currency analysis. In general, performance that we see today and actually yesterday is mostly according to our expectation, things that we discussed in our weekly report. And on the background of the recent event that we've got on the last week, it's very difficult to find reasons why euro can't reach the major target that stand around 1620. So as we have estimated, this is not just the OP here, large OP on the daily chart, and there's also significant support area on the weekly, and this is yearly pivot point. So that might be very important because you know that the pivot points is the sentiment, shows the sentiment on the market. While market stands above it, it at least theoretically has the bullish sentiment and then breakout and downside breakout. That might be a major breakout for this year, as market will turn to the bearish sentiment. This is very important, and all this stuff stands around 1620. Meantime, here's a few moments to discuss on the daily chart. First of all, market very fast has dropped below these lows, just mostly yesterday. And take a look, there's no fast return up, so no kind of the Russian rings, nothing. Market just dropped and stay below this area. So this is the action that confirms the bearish sentiment in the market and shows that euro currency has no intention to flirt with these lows and just setting the direction currently. But what is more important is, of course, the lows of the B point right here, by many reasons. In general, this is important lows, but also this is a validation point for bullish patterns that, at least theoretically, but still could be formed. So we talked about this in the weekly chart. It's butterfly. So and drop below the B point lows, it might be a really decisive moment and lead market to the downside acceleration. So that's maybe important. In the current moment, you can see that till this area, market has no significant barriers of support. So this is relatively free space down. No fib levels, no oversold, no extensions, nothing. So it's just market is ready to pass through the area. So nothing actually could prevent this. So overall context is bearish, and I think that in the perspective of this week, maybe we should keep an eye on the possible reaching of these areas, reaching of the 1620. It means that the intraday charts we probably will be watching for some pullbacks where we could consider taking the short position based on the patterns that might be formed. So on the 4 time frame chart, we still have nothing. If you remember, we talked about this minor ABCD pattern with the XOP right here. This already has been reached. This minor consolidation after the XOP, market keep going lower. So currently, I do not see something really special here, except maybe if we plot here the moving average. That might be the background for some bread and butter trade. So you can see overall thrusting action here. This looks more or less acceptable, although it has interrupted twice here and here, but these pauses were very small. Here it actually was not even the 30% retracement, it was just flat standing. So that's why, in general, this thrust down could be used for a possible bread and butter trade. And if market will show some pullback, currently it's not have started yet, but we could consider a few levels. First one is 1770, because this is also the previous lows and has been broken. You can see here it stands around the first level, and potentially you could also keep an eye on possible head and shoulders, not for trading on the long side, but because it could help us to set the target. For instance, if we will get this head and shoulders, we could get something like ABCD pattern to the upside with this potential shape of the pattern, and it leads us right to the confluence around 1792, 1796, and that already will be the bread and butter setup. So because market will reach the 30% level of the thrusting action. So if we will get market here, we definitely think about taking the short position and see what will happen around it. So that's approximately the trading plan that we intend to follow. As market is coming closer to this target, and probably this is just a time question where the market will reach it, those of you who were waiting for taking the long position on your accounts and ignoring this type of consolidation, mostly we were focused on the major support as we discussed. Well, that time is coming, and definitely around 1620 it makes sense to consider taking the long position. If even market later will turn down again, break at least area down, keep going lower, at the first touch this will be very strong support, and some solid pullback here is very probable. That's why we just should not ignore this chance, and definitely need to take a look at the possible taking a long position around it. So that's our view on euro currency right now. Let's keep watching what will happen within the nearest sessions.